Brilliance Audio. The Rhythm Method, a stage dive novella by Kylie Scott, performed by Arndt.
1001 Dark Nights. Once upon a time, in the future. I was a student, fascinated with stories and learning. I studied philosophy, poetry, history, the occult, and the art and science of love and magic. I had a vast library at my father's home and collected thousands of volumes of fantastic tales. I learned all about ancient races and bygone times, about myths and legends, and dreams of all people through the millennium. And the more I read, the stronger my imagination grew, until I discovered that I was able to travel into the stories, to actually become part of them. I wish I could say that I listened to my teacher and respected my gift, as I ought to have. If I had, I would not be telling you this tale now. But I was foolhardy and confused, showing off with bravery. One afternoon, curious about the myth of the Arabian Nights, I traveled back to ancient Persia to see for myself if it was true that every day Shahryar, Persian for king, married a new virgin, and then sent yesterday's wife to be beheaded. It was written, and I had read, that by the time he met Scheherazade, the vizier's daughter, he'd killed 1,000 women. Something went wrong with my efforts. I arrived in the midst of the story and somehow exchanged places with Scheherazade, a phenomena that had never occurred before and that still to this day I cannot explain. Now I am trapped in that ancient past. I have taken on Scheherazade's life, and the only way I can protect myself and stay alive is to do what she did to protect herself and stay alive. Every night, the king calls for me and listens as I spin tales, and when the evening ends and dawn breaks, I stop at a point that leaves him breathless and yearning for more. And so the king spares my life for one more day, so that he might hear the rest of my dark tale. As soon as I finish a story, I begin a new one, like the one that you, dear reader, have before you now.
Prologue. Chandeliers twinkled overhead, and a string quartet played Led Zeppelin, all while our friends and family ate and drank and made merry. Out the nearest window you could see the Eiffel Tower all lit up for the night, and I couldn't have been happier if I tried. The hotel suite was wonderful. Everything was perfect. Just perfect. "Here you go," said my husband, David, passing me a Moscow mule. "Happy 7th wedding anniversary, Mrs. Ferris." "Right back at you, Mr. Ferris." He pressed a kiss to my lips. "Who the hell would have thought?" "We had a rough start," I smiled. "But I sure am glad we persevered." "Me too. This dress you're wearing." His fingers traced down my spine in a thrilling fashion. My back was bared by the low, square cut of the short, black Hervé Leger fit and flare dress. It also had a plunging V neckline, and my man definitely noticed. "Have I said how much I appreciate the easy access?" "I may have learned a thing or two about how you like it," I said coyly. "We are in the city of love." "It's not like we'd be missed." He nuzzled the side of my neck, making my toes curl. "What do you say, baby?" "You want us to sneak out of our own party?" "It wouldn't be the first time." I nodded. "True." "Did I mention we're in the city of love?" he asked, nibbling on my earlobe. "Yes, I believe you did." We were in France because Stage Dive was doing a world tour. It started 3 months ago and would continue on for another 10. A whole year and a bit on the road with one of the biggest rock bands in the world. From North America to Europe, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South America, and then back home again. Not all of the family would be on the whole tour. People had lives and children had school and so on. But tonight they were all
Sample complete. Ready to continue?